'Tis the season to be jolly. Tra la 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 la. Edward Mendy, welcome. And you will be now be the number one keeper. So there is time to be joyful for Chelsea because hopefully, I've seen the highlights, Chelsea have a keeper. But, my dear friends, we need to have a very intense and serious dialogue about Frank Lampard and Mason Mount. Get that meal.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Edward Mendy, yes. Thank you. We're happy. It's great. It is good that Mr. Mendy is now in the, because again, just from watching him, the guy is tall. He has presence. Now, he's no Oblak. He's no Victor Yema. He's no Courtois or anything. But my God, based on just the trash that Chelsea have, shout out to your boy Caballero, shout out to Kepa Arrizabalaga. For me, I'm not even here to even crap on Kepa. It is what it is, your crap. So you're a crap keeper, we just move on. We don't have to go on about it. You know, you don't have to beat the dog when it's down, like whatever that saying goes. It's fine. Just chill out in Class A. We'll serve you sand and expired piranha and so forth. You sweep that flipping academy, you sweep it till it's sparkling clean. I'm going to check that flipping academy. I was there for about 5 years. But once you do that, make sure that everything is cool, speak and span and so forth, and that's fine. But Kepa, you cannot. You shouldn't even be allowed in the academy. You're not even allowed to flip and use the food services. So for Mendy coming in, I just think that for Chelsea, they don't have a keeper because, my gosh, guys, you have to have a keeper who can save. You have to have a keeper who is confident in goal. And I think in Kepa, there's no confidence there. So just take it, Mendy, he just has presence in there. He commands his area very, very well. And also the key thing as well from when I was looking at the highlights is that, you know, he makes those sensible saves. He's not there to be like, okay, you know how keepers just be like, oh, I shouldn't just make the flashy save. What they always tell you as a keeper is palm that ball away. Again, you know, it's only that if Oliver Kahn had done that in the World Cup final in 02, he wouldn't have palmed it in the path of a boy R9. But it is what it is. But, you know, you just feel like if he understands just the rudimentals of being a keeper. But just that, you know, almost similar to the whole Adrian situation, what you don't want, and I pray, is that he comes in and let's say he just makes a mistake in his first game. Because if he makes his mistake in his first game, then Chelsea will be like, I'll be like the new Liverpool, like caused with Karius, caused with Adrian and so and with Mignolet. But look, he's coming, he's there, he's good, and I pray and I hope that he can just help to secure one of the most formidable, impenetrable back fives that there is because the keeper is the last line of the defense, so it should make some sense to have someone in goal who can keep. It makes sense. And see, remember, Chelsea were living in large. I mean, Chelsea had Cudicini, who I thought was a very underrated keeper. They had Ed De Hoy, who was also a really good keeper and who was an understudy to Boy van der Sar. Then they had, who was the best keeper at the time, Czech. And if homeboy from, was it, I think it was Reading. If homeboy did flipping Bruce Lee martial arts, Donnie Yen knee to your boy's head, Czech could have carried on being one of the best keepers in the world because I believe that whole thing to his score affected him greatly. So Chelsea went from having some of the best keepers in the world to Kepa Arrizabalaga. I don't know how the hell that happened, you know, and I don't know what they saw in him, but it's fine. It's fine. And when Mendy is here, and hopefully the Mendy can come and help us achieve this dream, which of course is the treble. The treble is the dream that Chelsea have been having for the past 5, 6, 7 years. And I just hope and pray that he is confident. That's all in that doesn't matter is make some sense, but please be composed. Please be just relaxed and chill because if your keeper is not composed, it messes everything up. What's it called? As we're doing the post-match stream, when keeper made that mistake, there was a moment where I think Zuma had the ball and Arrizabalaga was really 2 yards away from him. And Zuma was like, I'd rather risk with this guy hustling me on the press, I'd rather risk getting the ball out than passing the ball back to you. Because once your defenders don't believe in you, it messes the whole psychology of the defense. Because A keeper's composure directly affects the composure of the defense. A composed keeper greatly gives more confidence and composure to the defense. So thank the Lord for that. Thank the Lord for that. Now we need to talk about something a little bit more deeper right now. And I feel that this is a topic that needs to be broached. There they are. Oh, look at that. Yeah, aren't they sweet? Aren't they so sweet? Lampard and Mason Mount. Let me start by saying this. Mason Mount is a good player. He's a good player. Dare I say, a decent player. For me, Mason Mount's ceiling is tier 3. That I think is silly. I don't think he can ever get into the upper tier 3 echelon. And I think his ceiling is on the higher end of tier 3. But he's a good player who can somehow come up with some great moments and so forth. Over a season, game to game, in a top tier team that's trying to win trophies, Mount can't be in the conversation. And Lampard's obsession and love for Mount, I think, could be problematic. Let me give myself the full screen treatment. Could be problematic. Because here's the thing here. Loyalty is great. Of course it's great. And see, managers love to feel loyal that, this is my guy. I believe in you. Whenever everybody was saying that you were trash, I still put my arm around you. And this issue, because guys, this goes deep. Lampard is doing this because of what happened to him at West Ham. At West Ham, he was called fat, he was insulted, he was vilified, and his uncle, Harry Redknapp, 100% defended him. You can find the video out on YouTube. And Lampard says, I want to be that same guy that my uncle was for me, for another guy, and he maybe sees us in Mount. So this is what I fear. The more and more that we insult Mount and say, what is this guy doing in this team? He does not deserve to be in this team. The more that Lampard is going to triple down and quadruple down on having this dude in his team. And I'm scared, guys. This is why I had to make this video. I had to make this video because I need some back and forth. This is what fears me. What if everyone is fit? I told you, man, I'm on that Yetch thing. Hashtag Yetch gang. Easy, everyone. I want a new hashtag. Please, in the comments below. New hashtag Yetch gang. Hashtag Yetch gang. Hashtag Yetch, because I'm on that Yetch thing. I'm on that Yetch thing, the Yetch. So what if the Yetch is fit? Havertz is fit. Werner is fit. The sick is fit. Does Mount still play? Because that's my fear. Because I just thought the assumption is if everyone is fit, Mount is now a squad player. So you come in and help the team. But once everyone is fit, the front end is okay. Maybe you put Giroud there. Let's just see a bit of Werner, a bit of Pulisic, a bit of Yetch. Because for me, the way Kai Havertz is moving, I'm looking at like Giroud striker, Werner left, Pulisic in the number 10, the Yetch on the right. That's what I'm looking at. But if at least give Kai Havertz his chance. Okay, so Kai Havertz, number 10. Werner left, the Yetch on the right, or you want to roll with Werner as a striker, Sick left, Havertz in the middle, and your boy Yetch on the right. Just something like that. So, but whatever notion it is like there's no place for Mount, and then the midfielders are, Kovacic and Kante. That's the double pivot there in the midfield, because Mount can't play that too. He can't. But my fear is, this is my fear. Once the Yetch is fit and the Sick is fit, does Mount still start? Mount's great to come off the bench. Giving something new, a bit of an attacking thing against someone is tired. They want to try something new, great to start off the bench. As a starter, that is what I'm waiting for. I want everyone fit, because once everyone is fit, I want to sit back and be like, what's it about right now? Because see, Lampard, you have to understand this, and I hope you understand this. Mount is, even everyone is fit, Mount isn't good enough to start this team. So if Mount now starts this in this team, when everyone is fit, then I know that this is a deep agenda. Basically, this is like a Buckingham Palace Queen Elizabeth English crumpets agenda of like, wait a minute, why? This is about Chelsea Football Club. You work for an entity that is greater than you. And your responsibility and your duty, because it gets paid handsomely, for this entity is pick the best possible team. The best possible team. So Because, see, a lot of guys and Chelsea fans are like, even football fans are like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. He's playing homeboy quite a lot. He's playing homeboy quite a lot. He's really rolling with this dude. Should this... because, again, and the worst thing about it is, and I think this was what my homeboy Dennis even said, is that you now start to almost hate Mount. But shouldn't hate Mount. Mount has nothing to do with this, because Mount can't be like, oh, Francis, don't pick me because people don't like me. I don't want to be picked. I want to... No. As a player, you want to play every single game and you want to prove yourself. Even when you play badly, coach, put me in. I know I bring to put in because you want to prove yourself. That's what every responsible professional wants to be. So Mount shouldn't be hated for this. The focus is on Lampard. And how highly does Lampard rate Mount? Because again, you look at that game against Liverpool. I was doing my Twitch last night. You know, your boy H is getting those G's for Atlanta. Join me on Twitch, man. I'm doing my thing. Atlanta are trash, by the way, but you know, your boy H is getting those G's. But yeah, I was playing, you know, PES on Twitch, and then this guy, homeboy, my Nigerian amigo, Chelsea fan, said Mount had to play that game because he gave the team energy and he ran a lot. I was like, you realize that they still lost the game 2-0. But so, well, if Havertz was the who doesn't run as hard as Mount, we would have lost the game 4-5-0. Okay. So you're banking on yet again, which is very likely yet again, a top four or a title coming down to a goal difference. So it is important that we lose 2-0 instead of 5-0, just in case of goal difference. Nah, sorry. An L is an L. An L is an L. You go and try and win games. Or if, based on the situation that Chelsea were in, try and get a draw or something. But you always try, whatever situation you're in, to try and win games at any point. You know, and still Chelsea has some rich. Yes, you're down to 10 men and so forth. You still try and find a way to win a game based on the circumstances. And any sensible coach will be like, we need the speed of Werner and we need somebody to pass to that speed. We need somebody to provide for that speed that Werner has. You take off Kai Havertz, who was the best passer on that pitch, based on ability, then you pretty much have given up the game. So all you're doing is defending and hoping that Werner can do something all by himself without any kind of through balls or pass to unleash him on what will always be a counter-attack against a team that has the extra man that is pressing. I mean, this is like management 1, 2, 3. So when you just see that, you're like, this is my thing. I asked you people. Let me put a question to you. How highly does Lampard rate Mount? Because I'm scared now. Because I thought that transfer ban Mount had to play. Boom, he did this thing and everything, not players and everything. But now that you now have quality players, how highly does this guy rate Mount and how loyal is he going to be to him? Because that's my thing. I can't wait for that lineup to come through where I want everyone fits. I want everyone speakers, but I want everyone to, you know how they do some football match, like it's like 100%. I want everyone to be 150%. 150%. What's on the edge? I want everybody to be fully fit. Everyone to be fully fit, and what that lineup will be. Because if this man starts Mount, and I see the 6 sniff the bench, then I sniff the bench, the X sniff the bench, even Kai have a sniff the bench. We're gonna have to have another one of these dialogues. So call this dialogue part 1. Call this like even a warning. Call this even an ultimatum. That Lampard, remember you're on the clock. You're on the clock. You're under pressure because you have your place right now. Transfer ban, I get it. You did great last season. Based on the circumstances, you did amazing last season for what you did to get top 4. You know, because you shouldn't have got that, especially ahead of Tottenham. What, guys? But this is what it is. Now you have players. Now you need to say what's up. Now you need to say what's up. We will see when everyone is fit, if this man still plays Mount. Guys, next game of course is Barnsley. Give those guys fight. Poke have it, and then we'll see you guys on, I think it's Sunday or Saturday. No, I think it's Saturday where against West Brom. And just play normal form. Just play normal formation. Just please play normal formation. Just two things. Play normal formation. And I want to see the edge. The football world wants, the planet wants to see the edge. So the edge, can you just please get it fit? Become a Patreon member. Gain access to my blog. Get access to exclusive videos. And also get access to the podcast, to the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfup to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy, HH.